Hi, this is Dr. Harry. Let's talk antibody testing and what it says about your immune system. Now, many of us have heard about antibody testing, in fact, and we're considering getting antibody testing to see if we have been exposed to the virus and to perhaps even tell us if we might possibly be immune to the virus. But does antibody testing actually tell us if we're immune to the virus? Well, to answer that question, let's talk a little bit just in general about antibody testing and what it really means about your immune system. Let's say, for example, as healthcare workers, we have all received hepatitis B vaccinations, a series of hepatitis B vaccinations. At the end of that series, we're usually tested to see if our immune system has mounted enough of a response that if we are ever exposed to hepatitis B, that we'll be able to fight off the infection and not become infected with hepatitis B. And that is the kind of thing that we use antibody testing to determine, at least one of the type of things that we do. This also occurs in natural illnesses as well, such as the chicken pox. So now let's talk about the coronavirus or the SARS-CoV-2 virus, a specific form of the coronavirus. Now let's remember there are other forms of coronaviruses. Some of them are responsible for things such as the common cold and very mild infections. And these viruses have been present in human beings for quite some time. Now, this particular form, it is true, is a new form of the virus. So if we're looking at antibody testing, we want antibody testing that will tell us for this particular virus if we have formed antibodies to this particular virus, not to the one that causes the common cold, but for this particular virus. And so this points out the first potential problem with antibody testing. There are many forms of antibody testing out there available right now. Not all of them have even potentially been vetted by the FDA to see how accurate they are in testing for this particular virus. So, some forms of the antibody testing may say that, hey, yes, Lisa or Mary, you have antibodies to the coronavirus, but it may not be specific enough. So those antibodies may actually be talking about a form of coronavirus that causes the common cold. And so you might be thinking, hey, I have antibodies. That means that I've already been exposed. I am not sick, so I must be immune. And so you start getting that sense of security, for example, that says, I am okay. I have survived it, and I most likely will not get it again. But like we just said, that is not the case for many of the tests that are available. Now let's say that you did get a test that has been vetted by the FDA that absolutely has very good specificity and sensitivity, and that let's say that your test says that, yes, for this particular virus, SARS-CoV-2, you do have antibodies. Does that mean that you are now immune to getting COVID-D? I would love to tell you that it does, but currently in the state of research that we are right now, that is not a question that can be answered definitively. Some scientists believe that most likely it does confer some form of immunity. The questions are, though, has your body mounted enough of a response to confer immunity or to make you immune to the virus? And we simply do not have a definitive answer to that question. So while antibody testing is important, certainly to let us know, get some idea of the exposure in the community, and so we are able to collect and do more research on the subject, we have not been researching this virus long enough to answer these questions. So the takeaway point is, if you do have a positive antibody test, great, but continue to practice all of the things that we talked about. Because what that might mean is that even if you have been exposed to the virus, you may be able to pass that virus on to somebody who might be more susceptible to complications. So let's continue to still look out for each other and help to protect each other as much as possible. And let's continue to work on things that boost our own innate immune system as well. And so those are things, yes, you've heard me say it before, getting a good night's sleep, eating well, keeping your sodium levels lower as much as you can. And I do think that additional vitamin C may also be a little helpful as well. So if you can get all of these things from your food, that's usually the best way to go. So this is Dr. Harry, hopefully answering some antibody questions for you. Until next time, bye-bye.